Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Brill, and today we're going to be talking about Agent Ada. As AI has progressed, of course, we've moved past the point of what AI can do into what AI can make for us or build for us with these agents. And Agent Ada is a very interesting agent focused on data and how we use it. And of course, we have our wonderful guest today, who is Amrutha Ramesh, who is a visiting researcher here at ServiceNow, who's really behind this concept of Agent Ada. Amrutha, thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, everyone, and hello, Bobby. Thank you very much for having here. I'm really happy to discuss about agent data here.
I'm excited to hear it because this is something interesting that so much of us um, who are interested in AI now are really focusing to. It's, first it was AI. Well, now it's what is AI going to do? And these agents are even more paramount. So for anybody who's listening to this who really doesn't understand agents, this is going to help because we need to know what these agents actually can do and why they're here. So before we get deep into it, just give us a little bit of your background, Amrutha, and why you're here at ServiceNow and helping us solve all the problems.
So, I'm a visiting researcher in ServiceNow, and I work with the multimodal analytics team. I led the agent data work here, research here, and my current research is also again with agents. It's called Insight Arena. So, mostly my work is around agents and LLM.
Oh, great. So let's dive into this then. So talk to me about what inspired Agent Ada. Let's go with the basics of this.
So, this idea came from a very simple problem. So we know that data is everywhere, and there are so many people who spend hours exploring data sets just to answer some, very basic questions, right? So we wanted to cut down that time, and we wanted to see if we could have an LLM automate this process. So we are just talking about some writing a bunch of code, right? But we want LLMs to actually understand why a certain analysis would make sense.
And that's that big question that I think so much of us are thinking about when it comes to AI and of course data. I mean, here at ServiceNow, that our big, wonderful ability is to work with our customers' data. And we see this gap in enterprise workflows where you upload this data, you ask some questions about the data, and you're expecting, of course, this clear data backed insights.
That's true.
But traditional LLMs were not designed to do that, correct?
Yeah, totally.
So, what makes Agent Ada different than just me going into ChatGPT or Gemini and, of course, analyze this data set for me?
It's a great question, and that actually goes to the heart of why we actually built agent data. So as you said, if you just go simply and ask a general purpose LLM, right, maybe a chat GPT or something, to go analyze a data set, it would probably run some very simple algorithm like run a regression, and it will throw you a bunch of plots. But it wouldn't have a real sense of what matters in the data, why a certain pattern is significant, or how to actually connect different findings into a good narrative and tell a story about the data, right? But that's what most teams and service in many places would actually require. But agent data goes much deeper. It actually reasons about the data set. How it does is it would first start by understanding what's the goal of this analysis. That's probably the first step a data analyst or data scientist would do, right? So by goal, I mean it could be some analyzing how a product metric would change, or if it's about spotting a risk early, or it could be about planning next quarter strategy and whatsoever, right? And the next step would be to understand who's the user. What does the user need? Why does the user want to analyze this data? Basically, the person of the user. So agent data understand these two things very well, and then it using its knowledge bank or curated library of skills or different set of data analytics algorithms, it selects the right analytical approach, and then it starts digging up interesting stuff from the data, right? So by interesting stuff, I just don't mean just pointing out, hey, look at this, x and y are related, but it shows how the relationship or how the link actually shifts some important KPI, or by an odd pattern could matter for real business decision. So for businesses, agent data can actually give answers that the business can take it up and make decisions with. It basically turns some raw analysis into actionable insights, and that's what most teams in ServiceNow and others actually need.
Well, that makes a lot of sense because I think that's the idea of anybody who's ever looked at data and went, "Well, I got a lot of data. Um, I hope that data means something to somebody." And you had the nail on the head when you said it's telling a story, and we're using a persona. I mean, this is something very important because so much of us are tasked with, well, you've got this information. Now, how do I use it? Why do I use it? What is the value of this? So I think this idea of turning analysis into actionable steps is so powerful. You talked about something really important, personas and then library of skills. I know we're going to talk about persona later, but this library of skills you built. Um, what is in this library, so to speak? How does Agent Ada use this in its approach to answering these new questions that come in?
Agent data doesn't start the analysis from scratch every time a question comes in. And that's not how real data scientists would do as well, right? So, how does it at its core? It basically has a curated library of about the current state 74 Python based skills, and each one represents reusable analytic workflows. So analytic workflows here is like things like forecasting or correlation testing, segmentation, anomaly detection, etc. Right? So we built this library because the real data analyst, as we saw earlier, the real data analysis isn't actually clean slate to start with. So human analysts, they rely on a set of proven methods and they reuse them across many problems. That's how they speed up the analysis, right? So traditional LLMs, but how they do is they try to reinvent this wheel every time, and this is what we found that often produces inconsistent and shallow results. So, but in agent era, we ground agent data with well-defined set of workflows and skills, and we just gave it a solid base of best practices to reason it from.
Well, that's kind of fascinating because I know anybody who's spent any time playing with an LLM and even thought about making an agent, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the basis of an agent is I've got my prompt and I'm getting better and better and better, and I want to repeat this prompt, and I've learned from my mistakes, your mistakes, these things, and I want it to go this way. Giving it a huge base to start from makes it smarter, and from a business standpoint, that makes sense because I'm assuming if you've built 74, that this is still pretty flexible, right? This skills library can keep growing and adapting, yeah?
Yeah. So whenever like a new analysis technique emerge, right, or if there's like a standard best practices that a team or that an organization has, they can simply add these new skills and agent data can just immediately use them in the right context. And the good part is they don't have to retrain the entire system with these new techniques.
So that brings me up to that next point because that's the one that I think is really fascinating because is the persona. Because to me, that's really interesting. I know I've started to work with that a little bit more, and I know other people are really going, well, it's a persona. So it's I'm the user does this, they're from here, they have this background, they're going to use it in this way. We have data set for it. It's almost like you're building a character in your own world, and that's so much fun. How does that help when you're talking about Agent Ada and working with data?
So this actually works hand in hand with the skill library. So by goal, right? The goal, what it does is it gives agent data a sense of what the analysis is actually trying to achieve. And are we trying to explain a pattern or forecast a future outcome or compare with different groups, things like that, right? So this context actually helps agent data in how it searches the skill library and which workflows it picks. So here, let me give an example, right? For instance, a forecasting goal might trigger time series and trend analysis, while an exploration goal might focus on feature importance or correlation analysis. So that's what the goal does. And then the persona. So the persona here actually takes the whole analysis one step further. So if you think about it, right, a same insight cannot be applicable for two different people. Let's say, a data scientist and a product manager.
Right, two totally different opposing viewpoints on everything. I'm smart, I wanna make money, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Two totally different groups.
Yeah. So, in some sense, personalization is like a necessary thing, right? For a data analysis to be, more suitable. So that's crucial for adaptation, adoption in real products as well. So in a business setting, the same question, say, why did revenue dip last quarter, can have different answers depending on who's asking. Yeah, product manager might need some actionable levers to pull, while data scientists might just want like a full causal breakdown of why this happened. So personal information helps agent data tailor not just what analysis it runs, but how it actually presents the results. That's where the difference comes from, right? A data scientist persona might trigger more detailed statistical tests and modeling steps, while a business analyst persona might focus on KPIs, trends, and clear recommendations. The underlying data is the same, but the framing, depth, and the language all are adaptable to the audience.
What was this like, just to clarify for all of us thinking in the old ways, 2 years ago, before AI, was this like for data scientists and data analysis?
Right. Before LLM era, it sounds like a very old age to me. So before LLM era, there's like a team of analysts actually sitting trying to explore the data. So a new data comes in, they understand why they do this analysis for. Basically, they clean up the data, run a bunch of exploratory algorithms to even decide what can do with this data. In other words, to decide if the data is suitable to the goal or not, right? And then they would have like a hypothesis, and then they run a bunch of tests to see if the hypothesis is correct or not. So there's a lot of trial and error here. So to perform like a good analysis and take an actionable item out of it, it required a dedicated scientist or even a team, right? That's how it worked previously.
Well, I'm sure it had to be difficult too when you had things like, now we have to have a persona. Who's it going to? So this makes so much sense that you have your skill library built, your different personas you can start switching on and off. It must save a lot of time and research hours, and I'm sure computing power as well. Um, Before we wrap up, where's Agent Ada going next?
Well, we are very ambitious about agent data. We see agent data as just the beginning of a bigger shift towards agentic intelligence and systems that don't just respond to queries, but systems that can plan, reason, and adapt like real analysts. So we are already working on extending it with projects like Insight Arena, which can automatically generate benchmarks to keep improving these kind of agents. And we're also talking to product teams. We're talking to different multiple product teams. And the next step is to bring agent data into real workflows. We want to embed it into enterprise data platforms and analytics dashboards. The idea is that anyone, regardless of their technical skill, should be able to ask questions about their data and get deep, actionable insights instantly.
Oh, well, that's the cool part because I think anybody who sees data and wants to get in there and, like you said, pull the levers, it's really exciting to be able to go, "Well, I can try this. Let me do this. Well, maybe I have a different opinion about where the data should go than somebody I'm working with." So this is a very exciting way for us to look at data, and you've made it so easy.
Oh yeah, it should be right. That's how it has to be with all the innovations and new language models that are coming in, and that's our go-to.
So I want to thank our guest, Amrutha Ramesh. Thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you very much, Bobby. It was really a wonderful conversation.
Well, there you have it, everyone. A quick little primer onto the world of Agent Ada, AI agents, and just where data analytics is heading here at ServiceNow. If you have any questions about it, please head over to servicenow.com or check the show notes for more information. I'm your host, Bobby Brill. Thanks for listening.